And we're live. Hi, I have with me Holden from Classroom Camp. Hi, Holden. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. What about yourself?
I'm great. So you've been out for 4 weeks now on your summer break.
This is my fourth week.
That
So,
is crazy. And I'm not even out yet. So I'm still in school. I have till Friday, and tomorrow's my last day with my students. And then Thursday and Friday are teacher work days. Actually, Thursday is actually a half day for the rest of my school, but my classes are half days. So I have an extra day to pack up the classroom than the rest of the teachers. So I'm almost there. I can't believe you've been out for 4 weeks.
I know. We got out 2 weeks earlier than most of the schools, like, because Texas is just right, close to us, but 2 weeks earlier. So, I think it was a big deal for us. We're like, yeah, we have a long summer. So that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Right. And what's going on with you? Because you were in Louisiana and you just mentioned Texas. What's going on there?
Well, I am still in Louisiana today,
Oh,
actually,
okay. Okay.
but I accepted a position in Texas as a seventh grade ELA teacher.
Nice.
So I will be moving districts this next school year. And there's a lot of things going on with that. I don't know if you want me to get into that now, but that's the in short.
Sure, why not? Yes. Tell us about that.
So I have been in a relationship for it's about 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
And the person that I'm with, she lives in Texas,
Mhm.
and we talked about just kind of, moving things forward. And the situation I was in here this past school year at school, I wasn't sure if I was going to return, and I think that my prayers in a way were kind of answered because it happened that at the end of the school year, it was a charter school, and there was a new company that was coming to management and take over the school, basically.
Mhm.
And so it created a situation where everyone lost their job and had to
Mm.
reapply. Only few people got their jobs back. But when I heard that news, I said, I think this is a sign. And so I started applying, and I got a couple of offers actually in the
Mhm.
area where my then girlfriend was located. And we ended up getting engaged May 2nd.
Oh, yay, congratulations.
So uh, got that, and um, just the way things worked out economically,
Mhm.
we went ahead and started. Even though we haven't officially gotten married yet, we started looking at houses, and we actually. So I spent a lot of time in Texas the past
Mhm.
couple of weeks, and we found a house, and we're going to be closing on June 30th.
Oh, okay.
So I've got that coming up. But yeah, so I will be moving to Texas in the coming weeks. I'll be teaching in Texas, and that's exciting. I don't know if you heard that there was a bill that was passed that's supposed to raise, the salaries for teachers in Texas, which I didn't know about, but coincidence. So that's what's going on with me right now.
Okay. Is she the one you've had on your channel a couple of times?
She is. She
Oh,
is.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Hey,
played like video games and then talked about teacher stuff or something? She
right, right.
Yeah,
There was
she
a.
Go
Mhm.
ahead.
No, there was a short, and we're still planning to do that. I'm actually gonna
Mhm.
be doing some of that for our challenge, but
Oh, okay.
yes, we had some videos called "Teachers Play Teachers" where we just sit and play video games and talk all things teacher related. So
Okay. So she's been a teacher in Texas?
she's been teaching for 13 years in Texas.
Maybe she'd like to come on my channel. I've been wanting to talk to a Texas teacher because there's so much going on over there. Are you a little scared to start in Texas? Because you've even had some of the news about Texas on your channel, so you know what's going on there. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of drama going on in Texas,
Yeah.
but I think most of the drama is coming from like the Dallas, maybe mostly the Houston area,
Okay.
which is the area that I'm not going to be in.
Okay. Yeah, you
Um,
probably don't want to say exactly, but yeah.
but it's actually, to be completely transparent, it's actually in Texarkana, which is it's a small town. It's smaller than where I am now. A
Mm,
very homey type feel. Everybody
mhm.
knows everybody type thing. So I think it's a really good place. And the district that I'm going to be working for, I have a lot of faith in. I've heard
Yeah.
only great things about this district. I had the
Yeah.
option. I was fortunate. I had a couple of options, and I went with this district. They have a really good reputation, and I even took a little bit of a salary cut, as a matter of fact, to work for them because I think that they have something really good going on. So
Okay, that says a lot. And Texas is such a huge state that I'm sure there was a lot of districts you could look into. It's like even where I live, it's not just each individual state, it's each county and district within the state. I myself drive 40 minutes for a better district. So, yeah, does she work in that same district too?
she does not.
Okay.
She works in an even smaller district, and she's
Mm.
been there for a while, and she really likes it there. So
Well, the good thing is they are because things have been going so bad in Texas, they're trying to turn things around. So that's why the governor did some things to, yeah, try to incentivize.
yeah, yeah, you got to keep teachers in. You got to give them some incentives to stay. The
Mhm.
the teachers that have been around and are quality teachers, um, and you got to motivate people to take on teaching positions. Uh,
Definitely.
so
So actually I live in Virginia. My governor just approved bonuses for everybody. It's a retention bonus. So and you only had to have started working in April of this year. It's not even like you didn't even have to be the whole year, but as long as you're coming back the next school year, you get this bonus in the summer. But they did say like if you quit before the school year starts or I think within a month or something you have to pay it back or you're required to pay it back before your last check or something like that, but they're giving that to all, so that's a nice bonus I wasn't expecting. I just found out about that today, so
and
yeah.
you're in Virginia, right?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, very cool.
So yes, okay, so what else are we going to talk about? Let's see. Oh, the 30-day challenge. uh so um my friend Cindy actually commented, and I want to address her comment just in case some other people have the same question. But she was afraid to do the challenge because then she was afraid of watching everybody else's videos. But this isn't that kind of a challenge. I belong to one group on Facebook where sometimes we watch each other's videos to help each other with watch hours. This is more of a challenge for you as the creator to create more videos. I mean, in return, hopefully, if you create more videos, you'll get more watch time and more views. But it's not a requirement if other people, who do the challenge to watch their videos. But if anybody wants to do the challenge with me, whether that's you, Holden, or anybody else watching, I will try to watch as many videos as I can. I mean, maybe if I have 100 people that sign up, which I doubt it, I can't watch every single video, but I'm going to try to watch as many as I can if you decide to do it with me. So comment. I don't know if you want to do it with me, Holden, but basically, well, most other creators, when they do the 30-day challenge, they do one video every day. So 30 videos. I know that that's unrealistic for me. So I was thinking one every other day. And it doesn't actually have to be one every other day. So it's going to be 15 videos in 30 days. Then, however, if you want to do 7 in a row and then you go on vacation for 7 days and you don't do any, that's okay. So I'm not going to count shorts for me because all my shorts are made like from existing videos. That's super too easy. That's supposed to be a challenge. So for me, I'm going to count live streams, but it's not going to be live streams where I'm just like shooting the breeze. More, I'll have a topic. I'll something, but I am counting this. This video is the start of my 30-day challenge. um, so that is going to be the challenge. I'm going to try to put out 50 videos. I already have ideas, actually. I keep a running, when I think of an idea, I keep it in the notes section of my phone. And I've just been so busy. Spring is always a busy time of year for me, but especially this year, I graduated with my master's. My son graduated high school. So I haven't made very many videos in a while. So that's going to be my challenge for myself, is to get more videos out, 15 at least in the next 30 days. So I think I'll go over my analytics, and then I'll see how they are at the end of the 30 days as well, to see if it helped grow my channel, if I got more subscribers and watch time and things like that. So what do you think, Holden? Does it sound like something you want to do?
I think that's a great idea, especially because, we're teachers and we have a little bit more extra time in the summer.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm definitely down. Challenge accepted.
Okay.
I think that it'll be really fun. I
Mm-hmm.
have been thinking about it, just things that I wanted to put out in the summer as far as videos, and I think that this will just give me that little bit of an extra push to do so. So, yeah, I'm down. So let's do it.
Okay, sounds great. And I don't know how to pronounce your name. Uh, Taylor looks like is the last name, but thank you. Yes. So also my friend Cindy suggested that maybe we have questions to answer. I'm open to that. I already have a bunch of video ideas, but Cindy, if you want to put out some questions and I feel like it's something I can make a great video about, I will do it. But I already have a bunch of ideas. I already have thumbnails made and even some, not scripts, but like bullet points. So I've got stuff ready to go, actually.
And Keontae Taylor, he's actually one of my coworkers. I told you,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So he worked with me this past year. So thank you, Mr. Taylor, for joining the stream. I appreciate that.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Taylor. Keontae, is that how you say the first name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I will try. Hopefully I said it right. Okay. So what else are you doing this summer, Holden?
What else am I doing? Well, I'm also taking a course right now because I
Oh.
am in a grad program.
Hmm.
Uh, so, for the next three, I'm a year and a half into a program in curriculum instruction. So, it's school for me is nonstop. And I think that that's one of my main things this summer. And especially because we just closed on this house, I'm probably not really going to be doing any traveling this summer, unfortunately. I said, my traveling is like moving to another state, another city.
Yeah.
So,
Moving is a lot. I haven't done it in a while. Moving is huge. There's a lot to do. There's buying a house. There's a lot.
yeah,
You're not selling a house and just buying, right? Okay.
just buying. The
Okay,
house.
good. Because that comes with a lot of even more things you got to do.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. It's a pretty. I don't think it'll be that big of a transition. I've had a kind of interesting living situation. I'm in a family home actually right now,
Okay.
so
Mhm.
this house will be sold, but I'm not selling it. So
Oh, okay. So you don't
yeah,
have to worry about that part. Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's enough. And school takes up a lot of time. Last summer, I was taking 3 classes. I am done with my master's program, for those who don't know or who are new to my
congratulations.
channel. Yes. And I actually did decide to walk. I wasn't going to, but a bunch of people I was in a cohort, decided to do it. My daughter convinced me to do it. My family was like, "Hey, we want to go." But I'm glad to be done with that. You know, it was good that I did it. I'm glad that I did it, but it did take up a lot of weekends, and I know that's what you'll be going through now. And now that's behind me. And so now I'm working on getting the salary upgrade, because your
Well,
salary goes up when you get the master's. Yeah.
let me ask you a question. You
Yeah.
said that you almost didn't walk.
Yeah.
Why is that? And not
Go ahead.
because I was in that same situation where
Yeah.
I decided I don't know if I'm going to walk, but what was your experience like, and what were you thinking about?
I was just thinking, because I'm not like 20 something, they're the ones, you know, you go to high school, go to college, you walk, I guess, because I was thinking not, I'm more in a different phase. And, but the rest of the people in my cohort were walking, and so I decided to. Is that what are you thinking?
I'm just thinking, I'm glad that you walked,
Oh,
because
thank you. Yeah.
I'm glad that you walked, because I think that you don't always get to experience that.
Yeah.
And I'm all about trying new things, and putting myself outside the box. And I think that sometimes when a situation is weird, kind of like how you maybe were describing that, well, I don't know if it's really for me, but you put
Yeah.
yourself in that, and maybe you get to experience something from a different perspective,
Yeah.
because you walk when you're, like you said, you're 20 or something, but then
Hmm.
you get a little bit older and you do the same thing. Maybe it hits different,
Yeah.
uh, and you get to tell people about it. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I had a lot of people say, oh, who were happy for me. So that's good. And your friend, Mr. Taylor, said, I just finished from LSUS. It can be challenging. I'm sure you know.
yeah, well, congratulations to Mr. Taylor. He
Mm.
was because I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana right now,
Okay.
where LSUS is located, and he was working on getting his master's degree in education leadership,
Oh,
and so he graduated as well. So we're both kind of on the school train, trying to make big moves. So, and it looks
yes.
like you as well.
Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Katie says, I decided to walk and it was so special having my daughters there to see it. Yes. My whole family, my son, my daughter, my husband, my parents, and my aunt and uncle all were able to come. So, yes. My daughter kept telling me she was proud of me. That's strange to have like a role reversal, but. And Keontae said he walked.
Yeah, there you go. See, so it sounds like you did the right thing.
Yes.
You're, where it was your son? How's your son doing, by the way?
Oh, you mean because of his surgery?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Healing. So he had, just for anyone who's watching who doesn't know, he tore his ACL, so he had that surgery. It is like a 9 month to a year recovery. He's walking fine and everything, no crutches anymore. Um, he's not back to running and playing sports. It does bother him if he has to stand for a long period of time and he's just about to start a new job, but he's working for a chiropractor. So I told him, if you're going to work anywhere, that's perfect because they will understand. They work with people. He's actually taken over my daughter's job. She's quitting and she's actually training him tomorrow. So she says they have patients there all the time who've had that surgery, so they'll understand if he needs to sit down. Now, I know that places are supposed to give reasonable accommodations, under for the Americans with Disabilities Act, but you usually have to really advocate for yourself. And I was kind of afraid that he wouldn't really be good at doing that. So I'm kind of glad he's working for a place that will understand. So yeah, they told me between the 6 to 9 month, when he comes back for his 6 month checkup, they'll start a walk to run protocol. So they'll start getting him back. But I'm seeing doctors who treat pro football players. So I wanted somebody because it's different from treating an older person to treating someone that wants to get back to sports. So yeah, but so he's healing. He's coming along, to answer the question. Not 100% there, but
You
yeah,
got to
thanks
see
for.
you graduate and all that.
Yes, yes. And then he graduated from high school 2 weeks later, so that was good.
So
Yeah.
y'all are graduating together.
Yes, yes, pretty much. So it was a very busy spring. That's why I haven't done too many videos.
Very fun. Very fun.
Yes. So let's see. And you said you're not going on any vacations this summer. I have. Go ahead.
Actually,
Yeah.
actually, that's not true. Because I haven't figured it out yet. Actually forgot about this, because my mom is planning some type of vacation. She wants to go with me and my sister and one of my brothers. I have two brothers, but one of them actually had twins
Oh.
with his wife earlier this year. But she wants to go somewhere like Gatlinburg. Are you familiar with Gatlinburg?
That sounds familiar. Where is it? What state?
I think it's like Tennessee. It's like over in the Nashville, maybe somewhere over there. Somewhere over
Yeah, I've heard of it. It definitely, yeah, sounds familiar.
there. Or like Dollywood. Are you familiar with
Yes,
Dollywood?
heard of that. Yep.
I think that Dollywood's in Gatlinburg. I'm not sure. But
Okay.
they want to do something like that, just a small get out of town kind of thing. We went to the beach last year. So I may end up doing something like that, but I don't know. But what about you?
Okay. Yeah, so I have 3 big vacations. I'm going to a long weekend in New York City. My sister lives in the suburbs of New York City, and it's only a 5-hour drive from where I live. So I go there like 2 or 3 times a year, sometimes 4 times a year. So just going with my daughter because my husband and son don't really like cities. So and then
Are you going to
with
Broadway?
yes, I always do Broadway when I'm there. Yes, love Broadway. And I have some ways of getting good deals on tickets. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I love Broadway. So
Have you seen Wicked?
no, that has been on my list for a while. Yes, that has been on my list for a few years. Yeah, but I've seen the movie, but no, I have not seen that on Broadway yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are there any others that you curious?
Well, I'm not a huge Wicked fan, but
Okay.
I saw the movie,
Yeah.
and the
Same.
second movie is coming out, and so I think if I was able to see it, I would be interested to watch the musical.
Yeah.
But then Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and I've never seen a Broadway. I've never been to New York City,
Oh, okay.
but Harry Potter. What's your favorite?
Oh, that's tough because I've seen a lot. Aladdin was well, Hamilton, hands down, is the best. Uh Aladdin was good. What are some actually this I went over my spring break and this is a newer one, but it was really, really good. It's called Real Women Have Curves. That was good. Um, it kind
Heard
of
of
had
that.
everything. It had the good plot. It had the singing and dancing and the glitz. And I didn't know the actors, but it did have some famous actors in it. So hello, Oki's Hustle. Thanks for stopping by. He said he was going to support my 30-day challenge. So he's going to watch the videos. So today this is the first video of the 30-day challenge. So yeah. So those are some, but I've seen a lot. Yeah. So, but I'm also going to the beach in Maryland, and we're going to Florida as well. I know it's going to be hot, but teachers really only have the summer and spring break to do vacations. So, did you see Hamilton cast reunion at the Tonys? No, but I need to. I heard that would be amazing. No, I need to go Google it. I'm sure YouTube. I'm sure there's a re-air of it somewhere. I need to see that. Yeah, I really need to see that. Okay, I'm here. Let's do this. Yes. So, also, we were going to talk about goals. Do you have any goals this summer, Holden? Sorry.
Hayden. You know what?
Sorry, I know someone else named Hayden. Sorry.
I haven't been called that in a long time, but people call me that sometimes. So that's
Oh, really? Okay, so I'm not the only one.
Yeah. Goals. I do have some weight loss goals or fitness goals, so to speak. But honestly, I mean, I'm in summer mode. I've been extremely lazy, to say the least. Extremely lazy. I've been doing my school, and my goal really was to just make this move happen, and
yeah.
So for that to be going as smoothly as it is so far, I'm thankful for that. But I'm hoping to get moved, to get settled, and start the year out strong. And set a wedding date.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice. Teacher, are you gonna go ahead and do it in the middle of the year? Well, I guess you'll have to figure all that out. You're both teachers, or like, wait till next year.
Yeah, we're it's weird too because we both were married previously,
Okay.
and so to have another wedding, it's like, what do you do?
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and we're kind of on the side of, well, pretty much all the way on the side of like we're not trying to invite everybody.
That makes
Um,
sense. Yeah.
we want to have maybe 50 people max. So I don't think that it's going to require as much coordination and planning as, like a large. And these days they have like, you can pretty much buy wedding packages.
Mm.
An event says like, oh, well, there's one that we looked at that's like, well, for X amount of dollars, you get the venue for like 5 hours, and you get this and that, and so it's pretty streamlined. So I think it'll be, but we're thinking on it. We're not going to rush it. We
Yeah.
want something really good and meaningful. So
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of people with second marriages, they do it a lot smaller. I actually went to one wedding where it was both of their third marriages. It was like, real small, like just just family and close friends, and yeah.
yeah,
So, yeah, well, that's good. Um for my goals, so I feel like as teachers, everyone makes goals at the beginning of the year in January, but we kind of have two, as teachers, we have a reset in the summer. It's like you're out of school, it's kind of a new beginning for you. So I feel like for us, it's twice a year we have this reset. So I like to do goals. It kind of keeps me on track. Unlike you, I would say weight loss or like fitness goals, which I kind of make that goal both times of year. In summer, because spring is always a busy time of year, so I get off track on working out. Same, I haven't worked out in like 2 or 3 months. And same, like when I make that goal in January, it's because we just had the holidays. You get off track, you don't have time to eat right, you have all the holiday food. And now you got teacher appreciation. There's so many events at the school. It seems like every single day there's like treats in the teacher's lounge that are so tempting. It's like, okay, today's the day, I'm getting back on track. And then you go to school and they're like, crumble cookies are in the teacher's lounge. Oh, I'm not resisting crumble cookies. So it's like, summer is okay, reset. Plus, finally, I have time to work out again. So even though I have vacations, I'm going to enjoy myself on vacation, but at least in between the vacations, try to eat right, get back to the exercise. So last year, and I think they have it going on this year, there's a high school near me where the PE teacher opens up the gym and he does like a teacher boot camp, and he hosts, you come, and it's intense workouts. It's really intense, but having all the other teachers there, he does it for free. So that's a lot of fun, and that's motivating to do it with other teachers. The only thing I don't like about this summer is now he's got it like middle of the day. See, last year he had it like 6 a.m. so you could go do it, go on with your day. Having it in the middle of the day, it's like, oh, if you have an appointment or something. But so, yeah, getting back on track with that. I have a goal to declutter. We want to finish our basement, which has a lot of clutter in it. So I hate decluttering. That's not fun, but that's a goal.
but you're so good at it.
I know.
I've seen your decluttering videos.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I did that. I did a video to motivate myself. So maybe I'll do another video that'll motivate me to declutter. Like, oh, that can be one of my 30-day challenge videos. If I do go off topic of teaching, they tend not to get as many views, but at the same time, it's still a win-win. If I'm making the video and it's motivating me to declutter, then hey. Yeah. What do you think about niching, Holden? Because
About what?
niching, I'm just thinking about my decluttering video, but my niche is teaching. It's so hard because I've had so many conversations with other YouTubers about niching. Let me know if you're a YouTuber, if you're watching this, or if you're not, but you watch other people's YouTube videos, are you like turned off if they do a video out of their niche, or you're just like, okay, whatever, I just won't watch it? Because I do have a friend who literally does videos about everything. And I mean everything. She might do a video about teaching one day, about gardening the next, about doing something with her kids the next. And she has a lot more subscribers than me. But then a lot of the gurus say you need to niche down. You're not going to grow if you don't stick with a niche. And I kind of consider myself, I have a niche, but I just veer off once in a while and do a video about something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that stance that I think that you should have a niche. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
clearly there are a lot of YouTubers that don't have one and they have a lot of subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, it depends on how large your subscriber base is and like
True.
the reason that they subscribe to you. Because I think that
Mm-hmm.
if, they subscribe because they wanted to, they saw your education video, but then you're posting a lot of other things and it's just like cluttering up their feed, then they might not like that and they may decide to unsubscribe. But, and look, I'm not the biggest YouTuber, but I will say that what I have done, because with some videos, like recently, I bought a Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
But I knew that there weren't going to be that many videos out about it
Mm-hmm.
and it would get views. And those videos that I posted did get quite a bit of views.
Okay.
And so, sometimes I try to explain like, hey, I'm a teacher, but these are the things I'm also interested in. And then maybe if someone who is not necessarily interested in teaching or just isn't looking for that, but they see this video and then they're like, oh, he's a teacher, like let me learn a little bit more about teaching, like that may interest somebody. Or things like the Kindle Colorsoft. I
Mm-hmm.
posted a review of Kindle Colorsoft and I knew that that was something that people were interested in because those are things that I looked for.
Mm-hmm.
And there are teachers who read, so I think that it really just depends on what you're posting about and how often you do it. But yeah, I don't know, those are just my thoughts.
Yeah, yeah, those are good thoughts, because I do have friends too who I have a friend who mostly talks about online teaching on her channel, but one day did like a tutorial about how to do something with Zoom, but it happened to be during the pandemic, and that ended up being one of her highest viewed videos. So yeah, maybe I'll stick with, mostly I'm going to talk about teaching and education, throw out another video about something else once in a while, or like the video I did about coworkers are not your friends. That could apply if you're a teacher, but also any profession, really. So yeah.
I think that definitely is relevant. That is
Mm-hmm.
relevant. Things that even if it's not directly teaching specific, like it still relates to teaching, I think.
Yes, yes. And that's kind of how you could branch out. I know if I, which I've done before, which I'm guilty of, but if I do something totally off topic, like the decluttering or occasionally talking about a cult I used to be in, then that's has nothing to do with teaching. But so I'll try to just do those sparingly. Okies Eden here from my second channel, liked and supported from both. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, and if anyone hasn't liked this video, give it a like. I appreciate that. Yeah, so officially day 1 of my 30-day challenge. And Holden, anything else you want to say or talk about summer or goals or vacations?
Nothing in particular. I just, I'm excited for this summer because has been a long summer.
Yeah.
And the class I'm taking it's pretty fun. I'm getting into some more hands-on things related to research,
Yeah.
which is really interesting. And if you're interested in research, those are probably some videos. I have some scheduled on research related topics that I'm really getting into. I'm on a gaming kick right now, so playing a lot of video games. I know that some people would see it as mindless fun, but this is like my summer of video games, I think.
Well,
But
everyone has their thing. Someone who says that maybe they mindlessly watch Netflix or something. Everyone has something that's their thing.
Yeah.
So it's easy to criticize somebody else's thing, but yeah.
But it's kind of like I look at it as the calm before the storm because I have
Mhm.
so many different major life changes going on. Moving, new job, uh, at a new school, getting married, different state, different city. It just so many major things that it's nice to just kind of like step back. And so that's what I'm doing this summer. But I'm glad that you invited me on this
Yeah.
stream. This has been a lot of fun. So
Yeah, that's a lot of changes, and moving just by itself is a lot, but all the other things, the new school and getting married, and that's a lot. Yeah, you taking a class, you have your summer full, sounds like. That's enough. So, yeah, I've spent the past few summers doing stuff like that. So this summer I'm done with my classes, I'm relaxing and you know, rejuvenate. I will do the challenge and, try to work out and declutter. And yeah, that'll be my summer. So yeah, I'm sure. Go ahead.
I would say, too, I like watching. Look, as me as a fan, okay, because I say we're YouTube buddies here, but
Yeah.
I also am a fan, and I
Thank
think
you.
that you know it is fun. Like anytime you post a video, I watch it. So
Oh,
if
thank
if
you.
it's on decluttering or if
Yeah.
it's on something that is not necessarily teaching, it's interesting to me. And
Yeah.
I live on YouTube, watching. I watch more YouTube, 100 times more YouTube than I do actual television. So I
Thanks.
would say I'm excited to see your videos, and I can't wait
Oh,
to see what you post. So just because it might not relate to teaching, don't let that hold you back,
uh-huh.
because I think that you put out great content. So
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks. And I try to be supportive of you too. And I try to be supportive actually of all people who are supportive of me. I like when we can support each other. I know nothing about the Nintendo Switch and have no interest in it, but I still watched and gave you a comment on at least the first one. So, yes, that's great when we can. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. So, all right. Well, thanks to all of you who came here. Okies, Katie, Keontae. Let's see, did I miss anyone? Thanks to you who came live, and thanks to those of you who will watch this later. So, um, everyone, enjoy your summer. Let me know how long you've been out or when you get out, like me, if you're not out yet, when you get out for summer. And I hope all of you teachers have a great summer. If you're not a teacher, I hope you have a great summer as well. So, all right. Yeah. Thanks again for coming on, Holden. And
thank you.
yeah. All right. Bye. Bye, everyone.